Welcome to Allie's Attic, where you never know what kind of surprise you're going to find in my attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise is, he's back, Paul Quigley of Hell's Bells. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Allie. How are you? Thank you for having me back on your fantastic show.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, we did something a little sneaky. Not really, but kind of. You performed for me yesterday on my Allie's Artisan Alcove, and it's up on YouTube, and everybody's going nuts. And we decided to do something special for your fans, because your fans have now become my fans, which is friggin' amazing. And they absolutely love you. Love you. So let's tell them what we're doing.
Today on Allie's Odds and Ends show, we have decided, we got our heads together across the pond, didn't we, Allie? And we decided we were going to give you something really, really special. So today, I have decided that you guys on Allie's Artisan Alcove stroke Allie's Attic show are now going to get a brand new song that I have just finished writing. And I will be debuting the song at the Carlisle Arts Festival on Friday, the 30th of June, and Saturday, the 1st of July, at the end of this month. However, I decided that being as you guys are so amazing, that you deserve a special treat from Quiggers tonight. So you are going to get a song, and this is the God's honest truth. I began to write this song in 1979. I finished it in 2017.
Wow.
That is no word of a lie. That is true. It has taken me about 38 years to finish this song.
Oh, that's okay. Because, that means it's like fine wine, right?
It is.
Okay, so we're going to get you to perform. I'm going to talk while you get all set up, just so there's no silences. Okay. I'm going to urge everybody to go to YouTube again and listen to the entire performance that he did yesterday, because it's absolutely beautiful and all the songs are amazing. And like I said, just the reaction, even before I had him on to perform on Allie's Artisan Alcove, you guys were retweeting and tweeting, and it was just amazing to see the love that you have for Paul. It just blew me away. And then the love that you turned on for me even blew me away even more. And I'm so glad that you retweet all my tweets. It means the world to me. So yeah, we decided that we were going to give you a special treat, and this song he just finished writing, like he said. It is brand new. It's going to be on his new album. He is going to perform it at the festival. So without further ado, here is Paul Quigley, Hell's Bells, with his brand new song just for you guys.
And this is called Fallen Hero, and it goes like this.
Shell-shocked heroes of a different age. A different age. A different age. A different age. Don't they understand how I'm feeling? sudden silence step shocked heroes, different age, different age, a different age, a different age. 'Cause he's a fallen hero. This is a fallen hero. This is a fallen hero. Just a fallen hero. Oh yeah. Just a hero, hero, hero. Yeah, yeah, hero. Yeah, yeah. Hero. Hero.
Wow. That is a great song. Great song. Do you still have a voice after that?
It is going to be the last song in the set, actually. You're quite right. Yeah, it is a bit croaky now. That is why that is the final song, because I have to belt that out. And, it does take it out of your vocal cord.
So
Yeah.
okay, your reverb's still on, or whatever. You're still you're still on that microphone, which I love. But okay, so that is the new song, and it's called Hero, and it's going to be on your new album. And when do you think that album will be out? Do you have any idea yet, or?
Yeah, that song Fallen Hero will be out on...
Oh, Fallen Hero.
I think probably the end of July, because the date of the Carlisle show, and I want to, I'm pretty, well rehearsed on all of the whole set in one stream sort of thing. I want to get it recorded pretty much the same week if I can afterwards. So it'll be first week of July. I'll record it, and then you can tend to get stuff out pretty quickly these days. So so long as I polished it and mastered it up and got it, squeaky clean. Yeah, probably the end of July. I'd say the end of the summer, to be realistic to people. End of the summer, so August. There's always a few technicalities with things like album covers and stuff that I've got to finalise and get the printing right, and that always takes a little bit longer than you think. I mean, the recording itself is fairly straightforward once that's going, but end of the summer, I'd say, Ali. That's probably when it'll be out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for people that are in your area, go and see him at the festival, because he's going to be performing this song along with the songs that he performed yesterday. They're all new. And I talked about it on Twitter yesterday. I'm going to talk about it now. You are going to be doing an intro for my show. So whenever I start anything that I do on my show, I will be playing a Hell's Bells song, which I am so excited about. And thank you so much for doing that.
You're very welcome.
So, yeah. Everybody, this is a treat for you. We kind of waited and hit it and then decided to do it today. So we hope you really enjoy it. I know you're going to. It's a great song. I love the guitar in it. And it's a little different than your love songs. It
is a bit of it was a power ballad, but it's about war. If I could just tell you a little bit about how it came about, why it kind of took so long. I wrote it when I was 17. Initially, the start it began at one, and it was homage really to my grandfather, who was in the First World War. He fought in the trenches in France against the Germans, and he survived that war. Not as people know from history, very few people came back from the trenches. I mean, it was just a complete cannon fodder fest, wasn't it? Died in that war, and everyone from Canada and Australia, they all came over to fight for the British Empire, didn't they? Mm-hmm. And my grandfather was the son of an Irish immigrant to Liverpool, and they were a very poor family, on the Quigley side of the family, grandfather, and he went off to war and joined up with the local regiment and went off to France, and they all thought they'd be back by Christmas. This was in the summer. Of course, they were there for 4 years, and my granddad got gassed. He lost one of his lungs from mustard gas. He got a bullet in his head, German bullet. Yeah, he was invalided out, and they sent them straight back to the front and in a machine gunning corps. And they just pushed them straight back in as soon as they were patched them up. And yeah, but he was half an inch from a German bullet through his skull. But but for half an inch, I wouldn't even be singing these songs. That's what half the life is, you see, Ali. So it resonated me to think that we're half an inch. He stood a half inch higher in that muddy trench, poof, he would have had his brains blown out by a German bullet, and he would have been history, and that would have been the end of Peter Quigley, grandfather senior. And then he went home to Liverpool, got married, had a son and a daughter, and one of them was my dad, Peter Quigley Jr. And then that's, then I came along in the... So that is how crazy life is, it's just unbelievably crazy. That the chance and probability of any of us actually being here at all is just bizarre. And that is why I kind of thought, well, I've got to write something about this to document it, and not like a historian or an academic or anything like that, but just sort of try and pick out what it must have been like to be sat there in these dirty, dark trenches, dying week in, week out, month in, month out, with forever the threat of having your brains blown out by for whatever. And then you come home and you survive that, and then all the normal people in the streets say, "Oh, how was it?" And then you wonder why the people said that the heroes never wanted to talk about what they'd seen or witnessed. Well, all their comrades being blown to bits and body parts everywhere. Well, of course they didn't want to talk about it. They wanted to put it all behind them. And where, in a way, like not love of songwriting, but almost documentary journalistic type of recording the emotional side. In journalism, you tend to record the facts there isn't much scope for the emotional side. There is sometimes, but not often. It's normally who did what to whom, when, where, and etc. So songwriting is really tries to capture the human side of these events. And yeah, there have probably been a few songs written about the First World War, and certainly loads of poems, brilliant poems by Wilfred Owen and Siegfried Sassoon, if you want to check those authors out. And they were actually in the trenches in the First War, and they wrote some fantastic poems. But to sing it to songs, it's a different thing, because you have to simplify lyrically. You have to, because it's too cumbersome in the mouth. You end up chewing a wasp if you're not too careful. So I mean, it's and I thought, I'm trying to do, in my own naive, innocent way, I tried to capture it, and it never was quite right. It just took me years and years to do it justice. And to be honest, I don't know that I ever have done it. All I've done is decided, all right, I've got to draw a line under this song, otherwise it's never going to be finished. And it is what it is today. I might have tweaked it by next week or next month, but as of 2017, it's as close as I think to capturing what he did, what the people that served in that war did for us to retain our freedoms and our liberties that we all take for granted for now. And I'm quite cross about that we do take it for granted, that the sacrifices that these men and women made for our liberty. And we've forgotten about it 100 years on, and here we are. In 100 years, they're celebrating it. But I don't know that people really acknowledge the depth of what people had to go through to fight for what we've got now. And this is my tiny, pathetic attempt at some homage or some recognition. And it'll probably never be heard beyond today. But I mean, I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, I try my best to do what I can. I can't fight in the trenches. But what I can do is to remind us all that better people have gone before us, and we should, doff our caps or whatever it is to them for what they've done for us. And I think we just take it for granted, and I'm as guilty as anyone else. So to Grandad up in heaven, thank you for what you did, and all your people that, and I think everyone from Canada and Australia, and even the Germans, bless them, they didn't ask for that. Nobody does in war. They just get told what they do, don't they? And they're sent up the front. So it's almost like I'm sick of war. I think we've had enough of it. Syria, Ukraine, Yemen, Libya, Iraq. It's just pathetic. It's all a money-making thing, and I've got a big political view on it, and I think it's just a money-making scam. And war is just for business. It's nothing to do with people not getting on with each other. Everyone gets on with each other. They always do. You travel around the world, everyone's lovely. There's only a handful of arseholes, and those are the people we need to wheedle out and let them know that we're watching them, and that they ain't going to get away with it next time. So that's my preaching for the day, people. Peace and love, John Lennon style, okay? Peace and love.
Not only did you do it justice by the song, you just did it justice by just talking about everything that you talked about.
Oh.
And you blew me away. Like, wow. So, yeah. And it's going to get heard. It's not going to be just my show. Come on.
I'm trying to be humble.
Well, that's nice. Yeah. This will be up in a little while, and I know everybody's going to go rabid over it, and it's going to be amazing. So thank you for holding it back and doing it today on the show. And your whole album is going to be amazing. So, tweet me when your album comes out, and I'll start retweeting that your album is out, and encourage everybody, please go buy it, and just support your artists. They need your support. So yeah. That's all
Thank
I'm
you.
going to say.
Fantastic.
Alrighty. So, Paul will be back when he does the intro to my show, because that's going
Yes.
to be a big debut as well.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot on the go right now, so it's not going to be like right away, but it will happen.
Yeah.
And, Paul, once again, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Ali.
you.
Thank
All
you for
right.
having me. Awesome.
And thank you for joining me on Allie's Attic. Keep checking my website, because you just never know what kind of surprise you'll find in my attic. Cheers.